Hi, tonight I'm going to talk about the movie Boys, which came out in 2004. It's a TV movie. It's actually a Dutch movie. In Dutch, it is Jongens. I hope I'm saying that right. I am probably going to mispronounce a lot of Dutch tonight, so please prepare yourself for that. But I'm trying really hard, and if I get it wrong, blame Google Translate. So, the movie is was directed by Misha Kamp, um, who has directed a few other things, but wasn't really known until well, I mean, they were she was known, but she won awards for this movie. She won awards for the best youth film and the Dutch Film Critics Award, and the movie itself won the award for best Dutch family film. So the movie follows a boy named Seher, um, who is 15 years old, and he's kind of coming to terms with his identity and his sexuality, um, as youth often does. And he's a runner. I think they run track. I'm not familiar with athletics, which is a fault of mine. But to me, it looked like track, so that's what I'm going to call it. And he is played by, let's see, Heidens Bloom, and one of his teammates, his name is Mark. He's played by Ko Zanti, who are both pretty known actors. I think Highest Bloom is a little bit more well known than Mark's character's actor. But Seher is he's trying to come to terms with his identity, and so he's running track, and his teammate Mark is kind of like interested in him, and he's kind of interested back, and like he doesn't really know what to do with that because all his classmates are experimenting with girls for the first time, or like getting together with girls for the first time, and they're all like encouraging him to do the same thing. Like his best friend Steph is trying to get him to be with girls, or try things with girls because that's what Steph is doing, but Seeger doesn't really know how to like say, yeah, I'm not into that, or like come out about it. And so it kind of, the movie depicts this inner struggle with Seeger, and there's also this external struggle with his family. He lives with his dad and his brother, and his brother is kind of you know doing negative, bad things. His older brother, um, I think he steals like a motorbike in a car at some point. It's not really clear if he stole it or he just found it. I'm not really sure. But his dad and his brother keep fighting, and so Steven doesn't really have anybody to talk to about his sexuality and what's going on in his life. So um, he continually struggles with this, and it's kind of represented through his athletics. As he gets more and more interested in Mark, he struggles more with being a good athlete and being a good brother and being a good teammate, and saying no to Steph about oh, I don't want to be with these girls, or like telling girls that he's not interested in them. He never really says that to them, and just kind of shows how he's struggling with himself. But near the end of the movie, he becomes more accepting. He becomes better as a teammate to Mark and to Steph. And at the end of the movie, he actually takes his brother's motorbike and goes to find Mark, and they ride off kind of in the sunset. It's not really the sunset because you don't really see a sunset, but like they're going down the road and it's sundown, like the sun has started to go down, and the road is dark. It's ambiguous ending. And I really, really liked the movie because it dealt very well with the subject of coming to terms with your own sexuality. Um, and it was very family friendly, which I understand why it won that Best Dutch Family Film Award, because um, very family friendly, very good for young people to watch and be like, oh, I can come to terms with my identity now too. It's good representation, and I really liked it because of that. It's very chaste, not very explicit at all, and yeah, it was very good. You know, it was beautifully filmed. There's this beautiful Netherlands backdrop, and um, it's very summer. It's a summer film, and it makes me want it to be summertime and to go swimming and stuff. So I'd say this film gets a 3.5. 3.5 because it's not as deep as it could be. I don't know. I felt that it could have had more homosexual characters there who were struggling with that. I know the Netherlands is very accepting or very progressive in terms of homosexuality and stuff like that. Um, but you never really see what could happen if he comes out, like how people might react negatively to it, um, which I think could help with understanding the film and like see their struggle more if you saw that. So that's why it only gets a 3.5. I think I said, yeah, 3.5. So that's the film, and I suggest you go watch it. It's on Netflix, and it's really short. It's only 77 minutes. So